Welcome in. Welcome in. 10 minutes of meditation. So I just jumped off of I just finished a satsang with Muji, 6-minute video entitled Self-Inquiry Guidance. Make this your freedom practice. So wonderful and simple, just like how we've been following. If you've been following a non-dualistic practice like me, and just like we all are with our 10-minute meditation habit, this is one of those satsangs where Muji, who's one of my gurus or teachers that I listen to, he's a Hindu, Advaita Vedanta, non-dualistic teacher that guides a spiritual discipline and practice through these satsangs, these teachings, where he sits with groups and talks about what he did for himself and what his gurus and teachers taught him to be able to free themselves from duality. And so that's like believing you're separate, identifying with the mind and time. And so this satsang was incredible for its simple pointings, and I want to read a quote from it. Quote: "When the mind becomes noisy," and he references a mind storm or a mind attack, "know this is because you became personally identified. For the seeker of truth, this is the time to inquire into the true nature of both the mind and the true self. Witnessing without identity brings us to the no-witnessing state, a pure, silent awareness, your natural state." So this self-inquiry that he's speaking of is what we've all been doing through meditation. It is following a practice of remembering, of pointing, of intention, of awareness, of prayer, whichever way it would be for you, whichever way you approach your spiritual practice, your spirituality. So for meditation, if you want guidance, I'll speak a little bit about the guidance from Muji from this meditation. But if you have your own practice, please just jump ahead, and there'll be silence and some slight music, and that's where you can begin, and I'll stop us at the end of the 10 minutes. And so the practical guidance for all of us returning and following maybe the practice as well, non-duality. The simple path is wherever you are. I'm going to be seated and we'll have my eyes open and closed. There really isn't a strict technique here. There's just the principle. And the principle is witnessing with your awareness, your natural state, which is just the witness of all that is perceived with your awareness. And so that's, you see thoughts as they come, you witness your thoughts, you become aware of your thoughts, you become aware of your beliefs and your identities, everything you identify with, and then you witness that, right? And as you're witnessing in this place, that allows you to see the mind and see your personal identification. And as you witness that, it creates space, and you can notice for yourself and test for yourself that these thoughts and feelings and sensations and moods and everything that is witnessable is separate from you, right? If you can witness and perceive it, then you cannot be that which is being witnessed. If you can unravel that statement that I just made there, realize for yourself by just testing. Witness thoughts, moods, sensations. Allow all to be there, but don't identify with it. Just witness. Be impersonal. Be shapeless, be empty. And in this place for 10 minutes, realize for yourself that you are outside of that. You're prior to that. You are conscious awareness and only that, naturally and easily. There's no getting rid of it. So be in this place now for 10 minutes. We begin in 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes of meditation. 10 minutes. That's our 10 minutes. How did your practice go? Do you have any advice, best practices for your practice you'd like to share? Let's create a discussion in the comments for it, guys, so we can talk. For me, there are some sessions where the mental energy is much more potent, and that happens. And the imagery from like the mind storm or the mind events that would pop into my head during this meditation session were some were like fantasies that I liked, and some were definitely not. Very random, grotesque images, not really into. Coming from some dark imagery, probably from just things in the past I've seen, media. Yeah, I'm not into it, and I would say I was warned, earlier today. I was listening to that song, and that's what Mooji said is, the mind, these mind storms, the mind has the most powerfully deceiving ways of discouraging you. They discourage and degrade your discipline through fear and through stealing your focus and attention. So we have to be steadfast in our focus as the witness, and always remind our true selves. I don't identify with those moods or sensations. I don't identify with those thoughts or images or symbols. I don't identify with this personhood, which is the gateway drug to the ego. I don't identify. Right. And this place is where I should feel bored. And in this place I should feel anxious because it's too silent. All of these things are invitations to steal your focus and cause you to identify with personhood. Relinquish, let go, and rest in this place of awareness as the witness. And there you will find freedom. And at the minimum, at the least, this is where we liberate ourselves of identification with thoughts, the mind, and time. Thank you all for being here for this session. It's a pleasure as always. I am new to, the analytics and stuff of this group, but I just looked at some numbers, and it looks like the majority of us that watch these sessions, these videos, are returning. So everyone's coming back, and so we have a large group of us. It's between 16 and 200 plus people that are returning every day. And so if you're returning for another session, put in the comments, put why. Let's talk, let's connect here in this space. We're all here for positive reasons, or at least seeking truth. So I'm deeply grateful for this space, for all of you. As always, I'll see you again for another meditation session. I'll see you soon. Namaste.